Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Why is it that some people earn good money for decades and still end up broke, while others with average income slowly build wealth? The truth is, becoming rich isn't just about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep and how well you avoid financial traps. In this video, we are going to talk about the biggest wealth killers, the habits, purchases and mindset that silently drains your financial future. Let's jump in. First, we have pets and kids. Emotional, but expensive. Let's start with one of the most emotional but important points. Pets and children. Now, I'm not saying don't have them, but the truth is, they are long-term financial commitments that many people underestimate. A pet can easily cost $10,000 to $20,000 over its lifetime when you factor in food, grooming, vet bills, insurance, toys, and the occasional destroyed furniture. If you have multiple pets, that cost multiplies. Now let's talk about kids. The average cost of raising one child in a developed country is anywhere from $150,000 to $300,000 depending on your lifestyle. That includes clothes, food, schooling, extracurricular activities and eventually college or university. These aren't things to avoid, but they are things to plan for. If you already struggle financially, adding major recurring expenses without a solid financial plan can keep you trapped in a paycheck to paycheck cycle. Buying a home. Stability at a cost. Buying a house is often seen as the ultimate sign of success, but when it comes to wealth building, it can actually slow you down. Here's why. A home is usually a liability, not an income generating asset. You have to pay property taxes, maintenance, repairs, insurance and interest on your mortgage. Most of your early mortgage payments go towards interest, not building equity. It ties up your cash, making it harder to invest in assets that grow faster, like stocks or a business. Yes, over 30 years you will probably gain equity, but during that same time, if you had invested that money instead, especially in a rising market, you might come out far ahead. I've made a video about how far ahead you would end up when you just invested money in stocks. I will link it in the video description, you can check it out if you want to. Owning house can be a good move, especially for stability or family reasons, but make sure you're not stretching your finances just to keep up or feel like you're successful. Renting and investing the difference is sometimes smarter play. Cars. Shiny, fast and financially dangerous. Let's talk about cars. Specifically, overpriced, depreciating and ego-boosting cars. A brand new car can lose up to 20 to 30% of its value in the first year, and about 60% in the first 5 years. On top of that, you're paying for gas, maintenance, insurance and registration fees. All for something that doesn't make you any money. Worse, most people finance their cars, meaning they are paying interest on an asset that's losing value. That's double wealth destruction. Want to build wealth? Here's the move. Buy used in a good condition. Pay in cash if you can. Choose reliable over flash. The difference between a $10,000 used car and a $40,000 luxury car invested at 8% annually could be worth over $200,000 in 25 years. That's the price of flexing. Bad health. Wealth without health is nothing. You might not think of your health as a financial asset, but it absolutely is. Poor health leads to higher medical costs, higher insurance costs, missed work or lower productivity, or potentially even long-term disabilities. If you're constantly sick or low energy, you are not just hurting your quality of life. You are also limiting your earning potential and creating massive financial liabilities in the future. Prevention is cheaper than treatment. Eat real food, stay active, get enough sleep, manage stress, and take care of your mental health. It's one of the best investments you can make. Inflation, the silent wealth killer. Inflation is often called the silent thief, and for a good reason. Inflation is eroding its value by 3 to 8% per year, or more, depending on the economy. That means your money buys less every year. Your savings are literally shrinking in value over time. The solution? Don't hoard cash. Put your money to work. Invest in stocks, ETF or real estate. Consider inflation-protected assets like gold and build a diversified portfolio. Cash is useful for emergencies, but holding too much of it is like standing still on a moving treadmill. Gambling. Yes, even lottery tickets. Gambling is one of the most obvious wealth killers, but it's more widespread than you might think. It's not just casinos, it's also lottery tickets, sports betting, meme stocks, and day trading without knowledge. You're not investing, you are hoping. And hope is not a strategy. The odds are literally designed against you. That's why the industry makes billions. And if you think you are going to get rich quick, chances are you are just making someone else richer, at your expense. Use that same money to invest in skills, long-term ETFs or a side business. Your chances of real wealth go way up. Get rich quick schemes. Get rich quick schemes are so tempting because they promise results without effort. These can include sketchy crypto projects, pyramid schemes, overhyped online courses, or flashy Instagram gurus. You get sucked in with the dream of financial freedom, but you end up losing your money, your time, and sometimes even your friends or credibility. True wealth takes time, patience, and consistency. If someone's trying to sell you a shortcut, they are probably the one getting rich. Instant gratification. Want to stay poor forever? Prioritize what feels good now over what will make you rich later. Impulse spending, emotional purchases, same-day delivery, food delivery apps, micro subscriptions, these things kill your ability to save and invest. Most millionaires don't get there by buying what they want whenever they want. They delay gratification, they focus on the long term. Remember, every dollar you spend is one you can't invest, and invested money turns into freedom. Lifestyle inflation. This one is a sneaky monster. You get a raise. Instead of saving or investing the extra income, you upgrade your lifestyle. Bigger apartment, nicer car, more takeout, new wardrobe, and guess what? You are still living paycheck to paycheck, just on a higher level. Lifestyle inflation keeps most people stuck, no matter how much they earn. The solution? Lock in your lifestyle. As your income rises, keep your expenses stable and invest the difference. That's how people actually build wealth. Trying to look rich. This is the ultimate wealth killer. Trying to look rich before you are rich. Flex culture is real. People spend insane amounts on designer clothes, expensive car, luxury vacations just to impress strangers on social media. Meanwhile, the guy with the 15-year-old Toyota and one-off sneakers might have 500,000 in assets and no debt. Here's the truth. Rich people don't need to prove anything. Broke people flex to feel better. Real wealth is quiet. So stop trying to look rich and use that money to actually become rich. So, how many of these wealth killers are you guilty of? Don't worry. The point of the video is to make you feel bad. It's to give you awareness. Because when you see the trap, you can avoid it. Avoiding these financial pitfalls is half the game. The other half? Learning how to invest and grow your money, which I talk about in all my other videos. So hit that like button, subscribe if you're serious about building wealth, and leave a comment below with the wealth killer you are cutting out first. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.